June 7th Herbalife Opportunity Meeting. Thank you all for joining us. And we've got some great speakers on tonight that are pretty excited to share their information with you. So welcome everybody. If this is your first time getting on, congratulations. And if this is your 100th time getting on, well, we love a good party, so we keep coming back time after time. Why Herbalife? Well, statistics show a rise in consumer spending, and it's not just weight management, but it's also outer nutrition, so that'd be hair, skin, nails, and fitness as well. And Herbalife helps with weight management, outer nutrition, and helps you lead a healthy, active lifestyle to reach your fitness goals. And if you're interested in the business, thinking about the fact that people spend $12.7 billion in the skin line, $21.8 billion in the fitness industry, that is, $34 billion a year that people spend trying to look their best. And Herbalife has products to help people no matter what their goals are. So despite the fact that people are spending $24 billion a year in the United States, more and more people have bad habits and are eating poorly, which is causing 60% of our adult population to be obese or overweight, and almost 40% of our pediatric population to be obese or overweight. And we have the highest obesity rates in the world for adults. And that's because we have bad diets, we have minimal physical activity, and it's just because of our North American lifestyle. Right? We don't sit down and prepare meals like we used to 20 years ago. And fast food is what used to be a treat is now kind of a mainstay of the American diet. And even though certain companies will advertise we now have healthy fast food because we offer things like yogurt or apples, those foods still are very, very high in the things that we don't need in our diets, like sugar, alcohol, salts, and fats. And they're deficient in the things that we do need, specifically the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals, and the fibers. So if you look at probably the way most of us either do or did start our day, a cafe latte, a muffin or a bagel or whatever it was at the drive-thru or whatever it was that you bought at the grocery store that came, prepackaged and full of, preservatives, that would get you at least a whopping 449 calories. My favorite at the drive-thru at the coffee place was almost 1,000 calories between the sugary additives and the cream and the bagel with the egg. It's like almost 1,000 calories for breakfast. And now, sometimes it's a struggle to eat 1,300 calories a day when you eat healthy. So that alone, this little innocent looking muffin over here, packs a whopping 14 grams of fat. It only has 13 grams of protein and 32 grams of sugar, which means that you're going to have great energy for about 2 hours, and then you're going to crash and you're going to burn and you're going to feel terrible, and your cells are going to be starving for something to eat, and then you're going to be like nosh, 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 and you're going to eat junk and not feed your body what it needs. On the other hand, you could start your day with a Formula One shake, even in cafe latte flavor if you really love your coffee in the morning. And that's only going to give you 1 gram of fat, but it's going to give you 17 grams of protein. You can add personalized protein powder in and hit, 24 to 30 grams of protein. And it has 21 grams of sugar, but it's not simple sugars, it's complex carbohydrates. So they're going to stretch out throughout the morning, and you're not going to have that sugar high, and you're not going to have that crash and burn. And as a matter of fact, the coaches will tell you, we have to keep reminding people, you have to eat every 2.5 hours because you're not going to have those munchies, every couple hours like you have when you eat a lot of sugary carbs for breakfast. And, our shakes are formulated by the best nutritional scientists in the entire world. And so they have tons of protein, as much as if you had 3 eggs for breakfast, vitamin C, which your body really needs to absorb iron. So there's as much vitamin C as 2 small peaches, vitamin E, which is excellent for heart health, brain health, skin health, as much as 25 almonds. Fiber, which you need for heart health, blood vessel health, and also for digestive health, as much as a small apple. Calcium, which you need for strong bones, as much calcium as 1.5 cups of cottage cheese. And then vitamin A, which you need for a lot of different things, which is as much as 1/2 cup of cooked broccoli. So I don't know about you, but I couldn't eat that much for breakfast, even if I tried. And I would be so stuffed and so full, and there's so many calories if I ate all of that for breakfast every day that I would gain weight. I wouldn't be able to lose or maintain weight. I'd be gaining weight rather than only 180 calories in an Herbalife shake, and it tastes like melted ice cream. It's so fabulous. #1 meal replacement shake in the world, good for you, 36 years in business, and tastes awesome. So we want to tell you that there's a couple things that you can do with Herbalife besides just taking the products. You can become a member and you can become a coach, which is pretty cool. So as a member, we offer nutrition that optimizes your ability to have a healthy, active lifestyle. Herbalife was founded 36 years ago out of the trunk of a car by Mark Hughes at the age of 23. And it was because he watched his mother die from mixing diet pills and some prescription pills. And he watched her in the Hollywood area always struggle with her weight and always trying to achieve that perfect Hollywood body. And he said, this is crazy. Like, women are dying from this. People are dying from this. And they're not achieving weight loss in a healthy fashion. So he, worked for a couple different nutrition companies before he started his own company, learned the ropes as much as he could, and then founded Herbalife and sold the products door to door out of the trunk of his car. And the reason he didn't go to like Walmart or GNC or something like that is because he believes that the most important part of the company is the coaching, is those relationships that you make and that you form with people. Because anybody can go to GNC and buy a canister of shake mix, but what do you do with it? And then if you're not getting the results that you want, where do you go with it? And that's the difference with Herbalife, is that you always have a whole team of people in your corner. And that was Mark's philosophy, right? He wants a can of shake mix in every household in the country, and then he wants to operate all over the world. And we've got sales now in over 93 countries, which is totally awesome. And we're working on that can of shake mix in every household. As a matter of fact, from the trunk of his car, he did $2 million in sales his first year. Incredible. And since then, we've seen a steady growth in the last 3 decades in business. In 2014, we did $7.8 billion in sales, and we are well on our way to $10 billion. That's phenomenal. We have 33% of the market, or actually a little bit more than that. So when people say that they're competing with Herbalife, it's just not true. We have no competition. The closest quote-unquote competitor to us has less than 8% of sales worldwide. So 33% of the market is Herbalife, and there's a reason for that, because it's tried and true, and it's proven in 36 years in business, and nobody's been able to create a better product. Part of that we owe in part to Michael O. Johnson, who's our Chief Executive Officer. He's been with us since 2003. Just, think about that for a second. It's unusual in this day and age for people to stay at a company for more than 5 to 6 years, and he's been with us now for 13 years. He came to us from a little company called Disney, right? He could go any place in the world that he wanted to go, and he said, I want to go to Herbalife. Why? Because he was a user of the products, and he believed in the company, he believed in the vision, and he wanted to come where, the cool kids hung out, and that was us. But he really rocketed not only our business, but also, the marketing plan, and he boosted us 410%, which is actually absolutely crazy. He is a fitness enthusiast, triathlete, an accomplished cyclist. As a matter of fact, I hear he bikes to and from work every single day. absolutely crazy. And he developed what we call our seed to feed strategy, which means that we control everything that we put in the ground, from the seeds to the soil to the water to the way that the plants are treated, the way they're harvested, and then the way that they're processed before they make it into our shakes and our supplements. We have the strictest control in the entire world, and we have plants that throughout the world that make sure that products are 100% perfect. And if they're not, we pull them, which is why every once in a while something won't be available, and that's just because there may have been either an imperfection or the chance of an imperfection, and we would never turn out a subpar product. Our scientific leadership is phenomenal. As a matter of fact, we can easily boast the top world-renowned nutrition and scientific experts in the entire world. Dr. David Heber has been voted the top nutritional expert in the entire world, top doctor, by his peers multiple years in a row. Lou Ignarro is the only physician ever to win a Nobel laureate in nutrition medicine, a huge, huge honor. Luigi Grattan actually did his internship under Lou Ignarro, could have gone anywhere and said, I have to work for Herbalife. He used the products for free while he was at, I think it was either Caltech or UCLA, and loved the product so much he decided he had to come to Herbalife. So we just have these amazing doctors. Then they travel and they train us because they want us to understand how amazing this company is. It's not just you and me that are using these products, but they're designed so that anyone can use them, from infants all the way through your grandparents, right? Anyone can use these products even while you're pregnant or nursing. But it's also sponsored athletes. We have over 120, and they have to use our products for at least 2 years before they earn the ability to wear our name. We don't go out and say, hey, I'm going to give you a couple $1 million, put my name on your shirt. No, they have to earn the right to wear our name. Same with our sponsored teams and our sponsored events, including things like the Special Olympics, the U.S. Olympics, Olympics overseas, the American Red Cross, blood donations. We partner with some of the most prominent and amazing corporations in the entire planet. So why does Herbalife work? Well, those scientists didn't just, willy-nilly say, let's throw a bunch of things together, smash it up into a pill and feed it to people. They said, hey, so you've got over 100 trillion cells in your body. And so those cells make up the tissues that make the organs, that make the organ systems, that make the organism, which is you. And so if we can make those cells healthy, we can make you healthy. So they target that cellular level. Everything that we do is based on cellular nutrition, meaning that we're making your cells as healthy as they can be, which means that they're functioning at the optimal level. So if you think of tuning up your engine in a well-oiled machine, that's what Herbalife does. So not only weight management and nutrition management, but we do things like digestive health, heart health. As a matter of fact, that's what Lou Ignarro won his Nobel Prize for. We can help you with stress, immunity. We have products specific for women, men, and children. And then healthy aging. Our energy and fitness line includes our 24 line, which is National Sports Foundation tested and approved. There's no substances in there that are banned at all. And then our outer nutrition line includes hair and skin, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So with all these amazing products come some great opportunities. And so we're going to share some of our stories with you. Okay, while we do this, we want you to know that these are our disclaimers, and they're available also on Herbalife.com, or the person who invited you here tonight could get you a copy of them as well if you'd like to see them again. So I would like to introduce to you my dear, dear friend, Amy, who is absolutely phenomenal, killing it in every way, and just had a baby she's holding, and I don't know, this kid is like 4 weeks old, and Amy looks like she never even had any kids, let alone 3. Take it away, Amy.
Hi, everyone. So as Inga said, I'm Amy. I kind of started the products reluctantly. I had watched my coach and another friend for about 10, 11 months. I just had baby number 2, so you'll see them, my 3 girls in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'd been working out, eating right. I lost the weight I'd gained during my pregnancy, but I was tired all the time. When I took her sister, well, when we picked her sister up from preschool, I wanted to take a nap with the kids in the afternoon. I have a busy job. I work long shifts. I was living on 2 to 4 cups of coffee a day. And I said, well, I've done other things. Why not give this a try? So I went to my coach's house. Um, and the great thing is we have alternative protein shake mix because number 2 was dairy intolerant. So I lived a year dairy free while I was breastfeeding. Got on the products, immediately felt better. And so my coach said, well, what about coaching? So after a couple months, I started coaching, was down 30 pounds before I found out I was pregnant with number 3, used products my entire pregnancy, felt great. And she'll be 4 weeks old on Friday. It's been incredible. So many positive people. And last month, by helping people, just my retail profit was $816.65.
Thank you. That's absolutely amazing. And you look so beautiful, and she's absolutely adorable. I'm having clicking issues. All right, now our dynamic duo. So Eric and Katie have been absolutely phenomenal, getting amazing results and hopping right in there and running our fit camp on certain days as well. So whichever one of you guys would like to share first.
Hi, I'm Katie. I actually started on Herbalife probably, it was June of 2014. And then kind of fell off until last fall when, after having our third child, I was just exhausted. I had, still had the baby weight from baby number 1 and number 2 and now number 3, and just really needed to kind of do something. And I knew how great I had felt on Herbalife when I was doing it before, and so I was like, I need to get back on this. I need to do this. And so I recommitted to myself to my plan, and it was just the best thing I could have done. I was at the point where I didn't want to do anything with my kids. I work a full-time job. I come home, and I was just done. I wasn't enjoying my kids. And, the thing that I wanted more than anything was to enjoy my kids and my family. And so I since I recommitted, which was like the end of November, early December, I am down 39 pounds, and I have energy through the roof most days. It's great. And I mean, we have our youngest who, she doesn't always like to sleep, or she doesn't like to sleep in her own bed. So sleep is not always easy to come by in our house. And Herbalife has definitely helped with that. So, I wake up in the morning, I have my cup of tea, I make my shake, I have my tabs, I can prepare all my snacks and food and bring it to work with me. It is so easy to stay on track and to stick with my plan, even though I work full time. And knowing how great I felt, I kept trying to get Eric. I'm like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. Like, he has a job where he has to get up at 2 a.m. some days. So I'll let him kind of tell his story, but, finally got him on the products as well. And it's our whole family now. I mean, we have a 15-month-old, a 3.5-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And the kids, they love the shakes. They love the beverage mix, especially. We're doing more stuff as a family. We go for bike rides. As Inga mentioned, recently in town, we started up Fit Camp, and we're actively participating in that. Eric is running the workouts at least one night a week, and it's just, we're doing more together as a family. We're working out, we're getting healthy, the kids make healthy choices. It's been a really great thing for us. I'll kind of throw it over to you, Eric, and let you kind of.
So like Katie said, she started before me. I kind of tried a few things, and she encouraged me to do more. And at the beginning of this year, I decided to really commit to it. It's kind of it's kind of been what I needed to push myself to get healthier. I have always been fairly small, but never been as healthy as I wanted to be, never been as fit as I wanted to be. So these products have kind of given me that extra kick and jumpstart to push me to do those things. I've actually lost about 13 pounds since I started, which is all stuff that I slowly put on from the last 10 years. But my diet has turned around and it's so much healthier, and I feel so much better. I used to drink several cups of coffee a day just to keep up with work and getting up early, and with kids not wanting to sleep or wanting to sleep in our bed makes things really tough sometimes. But these products have made it so much easier and so much better. I hardly ever even touch coffee, and when I do drink it, it's just because I love coffee, and I like to have some every once in a while. But I don't drink it out of necessity. I drink it because I want to have one as a treat. But I've gained muscle tone. I feel a million times better. I don't want to turn back, because I remember the way I used to eat and the way that it made me feel afterwards. And you don't get that with these products. It's a whole different feeling. You feel better all the time. There's more energy. It's just been great.
And Eric actually just ran in his first 5K on Saturday, finishing 5th overall, 3rd for men in 25 minutes and 13 seconds, I believe it was. So, and that was a pretty awesome thing for him, and we're proud of him. Yay!
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I love the energy that you bring to the group and all the creative ideas that you have, and it's so wonderful having you here. Thank you for sharing. All right, so my slide. So I am going to introduce you soon to Rachel, who's my coach. But first, I went to an Herbalife party not having any idea what Herbalife was. I had just wanted to get out of the house. I kind of hated myself and everybody around me. I was exhausted. I was depressed. I was working 7 jobs, sleeping very little, eating crap. I had tried every diet out there, yo-yo dieting. I would lose, anywhere up to, at one point I had lost almost 70 pounds. And you just can't sustain it when you're eating totally different than everybody else around you, and would always end up gaining it back and then some, and then get horribly frustrated with myself, and then feeling like nothing worked, and then starving yourself, and then you get so hungry that you'll just eat anything, and it makes for very cranky people. So I went to this party not expecting to like anything, to want to buy anything. Sarah and Rachel can tell you I was like the biggest critic ever. But I was always a big tea drinker. I loved the tea. So I said, well, I'll buy some tea and I'll buy some aloe. And within 2 weeks of being on the tea and the aloe, I had amazing relief of all of my heartburn and my digestive issues. And I was like, maybe there's something to this. So I tried to lose weight using a different shake product and it wasn't working. So I called Rachel. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And she's like, well, you're not using Herbalife, which was pretty embarrassing, but true. And so she said, girl, you got to get on the shakes. So I did, and it worked. And over the course of the summer, I lost about 30 pounds. I felt great. I was able to start running again. I was up to almost 6 miles a day. Really just packed full of energy. My entire outlook on life changed. My mom noticed right away. She joined me. She's 72. She lost that last 10 pounds that she'd never been able to lose. Gained lean muscle at 72 and in better health than, she's been in years. Hang on one second. And then, my husband joined me as well. It's the first time ever I've tried anything where my husband joined me, which was just, overwhelming for me emotionally to have my family on board. All 5 of us now, all 3 of my kids and my husband are on board. We all take the products daily. It's just absolutely been phenomenal. This winter I had a couple setbacks. I had 2 surgeries, and then hurt my knee, so I haven't been able to exercise as much, but the products themselves have definitely kept me going and able to survive my crazy work week. So yeah, we're loving it. We're loving coaching. And on average, monthly, we bring home somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500. So just think what that could do for your family. And I'm going to turn this over to Rachel.
Hi, everyone. So I started using Herbalife last February, and Inga did lie to you because she said she was the biggest skeptic, and that's not true because I was the biggest skeptic. I was just so frustrated with feeling different diets that I had tried and not having any energy after having my third child. I just was ready to try anything. So I saw one of my friends post something on Facebook about Herbalife, and I decided to give it a try. I got in touch with Sarah, who's my coach, and kind of got started a little bit slowly, but I was just shocked immediately at how much better I felt, how much more energy I had, and losing weight was just an awesome bonus that came along with feeling so much better. In the first 3 months that I was on the products, I lost 15 pounds, and I had the energy to start exercising, and I wasn't spending all my time on preparing meals and planning for meals and shopping for meals. So I was able to spend that extra time doing things that I actually did want to do. So after a couple months on the products, people started noticing how much better I felt and that I was looking different. And so I thought I'd try and help my family and friends get started on the products, and just wanted to kind of ease my way into it and help people around me. And it just sort of, grew from there. And I've been able to help a lot of people get started on healthier plans and feeling better. And it's been great. So not only have I been able to get my products for free through helping other people, but I've been able to stay home a few more days because of the income that I'm making through Herbalife. So that's been amazing. Last month I made $1,345. Just pretty darn cool. I'm working very part-time. I work full-time as a nurse. So if I can do it, I'm pretty sure anyone can.
Thank you, Rachel. You're amazing. And thank you for getting me started. All right. So if you join as a member, you have the opportunity to use the products for yourself and obtain discounts. I don't know. He just keeps coming when I'm talking. Help customers, family, and time. Sorry. Yes, mate.
A dog was on your bed.
Okay.
I just saw one of their shoes on the bed.
Okay. Oh, gracious. So you could help customers, family, and team members use the products. And this is a business you can do from home with your kids on your lap, obviously. You can teach other people to do the same, which would be coaching. And as a member, you start out at 25% off, and it goes all the way up to 50% off. And you can talk to the person who invited you here, and they can explain that to you as well. We have 2 levels of member packs. We have our mini pack that comes with a full set of meal bars, and our full pack, which comes with a full French vanilla cake. And if you join before the end of June, we have this awesome membership bonus. Hang on one second. Herbalife comes with a gold standard guarantee that it gives you your money back if you don't like your products or if you have a reaction to anything, which is rare, but anything can happen. There's low startup costs. You don't have to purchase anything or stock anything at your home. People buy right from the website. You get shipped directly to them. And we have strong product and business opportunity claim guidelines. So get with the person who invited you.
Mommy.
Yes, Nate.
I
Oh my
fell
goodness.
off the bed and the little red hen went down.
Okay, we'll get your book in a minute. Anybody wants a 3-year-old, he's on loan, or a 4-year-old. So what would you like to do? Talk to the person who invited you here, get started on the products, look better and feel better. You can work part-time, supplement your income, or you can work around your current schedule, like most of us are doing, just in the cracks of your life. And some of people choose to run their business full-time, and your income can be whatever you choose for it to be. There is no glass ceiling in Herbalife, which is absolutely amazing. So that is the end of our presentation, and I apologize for my little visitor, but it's a family business, and we do it with our kids on our laps. We're sometimes jumping up and down in your ear. And we have like a minute left if anybody has any questions. Otherwise, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, Inga. You did amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for visiting. I hope you have a great night. And thank you, everyone who shared.
Bye, Nate.